Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now I think it's gonna be a pretty slow weekend. In boxing, unless you consider Joe Joyce versus Derek Chisora something you gotta watch. Other than that, the big stuff is coming next week with your boy Israil Madrimov. I think Israil Madrimov now he's been put into the spotlight. People have watched him and seen what he's capable of. People are starting to understand what your amateur career means. Because when it came to Lomachenko, we understood it. A lot of good amateurs. My boy Taz, Guillermo Rigondeaux, great amateur background. Look at what the amateur background of your boy David Morrell. It's got Canelo on shook. He's only got 10 professional fights, and Canelo ain't gonna fight him, even though he was the mandatory. So some of these guys, that come in with those, with the amateur pedigree, people in the pros understand that because they probably lost to him. Came with a silver medal or your bronze or something because you lost to that dude who's finally came into the pros. So, they pros know what time it is, but amateurs and pros are different. But at the same time, it's still boxing though. So Israil Madrimov is being respected, and that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's how it should be. You can't overlook somebody as good as Israil Madrimov. And I'm glad they're doing it. But what I'm doing this video for is to make sure that that's the same energy, just in case Terence Crawford wins. Do not start saying how this fighter is not good and he never fought anybody and all of that stuff that people do. It's inevitable. And I'm going to give you an example. For me, right now, the Israil Madrimov, let's say, enlightening, let's call it that, is almost identical to Kell Brook. Before Kell Brook fought Terence Crawford, y'all need to go back and look at how people were talking. Kell Brook was jacked. He was looking in good form, even though he had got that new trainer that people gonna say, well, he found the trainer on Instagram or whatever. Well, where do you find trainers nowadays anyway? That's not, what is that, something, I guess that's what you do nowadays anyway. But at the point was before the fight, everyone was nervous for your boy, for Terence Crawford. Because, Kell Brook is a big welterweight. So it's not only Kell Brook. I can remember even Victor Postal, Bryce Prescott. It's a lot of fights that when going in, Terence Crawford wasn't somebody where they thought was going to win. So it's the same thing here. And, let's focus on our good fighters who are taking great challenges. Some of the good fighters that are retiring right now. Canelo Alvarez is fighting Belangas and before that Munguias and all the things he's fighting. He's just picking around the good fighters. He won't fight the David Morrells and the David Benavidez's of the world that's right there. He didn't fight the Jamal Charlos and the Andrades of the world. He's picking around them, right? And he's fighting the Yildirams, looking to fight the other guys. So at the end of the day, let me just cut this short. I'm getting a visitor. Bottom line is this. While they're retired, Terence Crawford is trying to fight the hard fights. And Israil Madrimov is just another one in the line of the hard fights. So just give the man respect, even after the fight. Doma Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm up out of here.